Diablo 4 Season 9 is almost here, and it introduces a new spellcrafting system, revamped dungeons, and more endgame layers than we've seen in pretty much any season so far. But is it enough to break the cycle of repetition that has left all of us feeling a bit burnt out? Season 9 is titled Sins of the Horadrim, and the narrative centers around uncovering corrupted magic relics tied to the ancient Horadrim Order. Players will follow a seasonal questline that leads to a confrontation with a reimagined version of Astaroth, a boss from the base campaign who now appears as an exalted version in the endgame, kinda like what we saw with Belial last season. The theme is rooted in deep lore, specifically the traditions and powers of the Horadrim, and this ties directly into the seasonal mechanics. The major feature in this season is the Horadric Spellcraft, a modular system where players create their own active spell by combining 3 components: a catalyst, an infusion, and an arcana. This allows for a high degree of customization. Spells can enhance mobility, damage, survivability, or apply status effects depending on the chosen combination. Some builds can shift dramatically depending on how you integrate your crafted spell, while others might fall a bit flat. New strong rooms also appear as optional challenges within Nightmare Dungeons. These are timed encounters that reward Horadric tomes, which are used to craft powerful Horadric jewels, powerful socketable items that provide both buffs and drawbacks. It's a clear attempt to introduce more tactical depth and reward experimentation, but will it be enough to draw back in more players? Nightmare Dungeons have been reworked based on feedback from previous seasons. Dungeon pacing has been improved, with the affix variety being increased, and bosses now appear more frequently to reduce downtime. A new escalation mechanic allows players to chain 3 Nightmare Dungeons back to back, each one increasing in difficulty. These culminate in a showdown with Exalted Astaroth, offering stronger rewards, but a bit of a higher risk. This is clearly Blizzard's attempt to deepen the endgame loop and create more structured challenges for veteran players. Class balancing has continued into this season, while druids and sorcerers received a significant buff, and barbarians and necromancers saw massive nerfs. Additionally, the overpower mechanic was reworked to be multiplicative rather than additive, limiting its stacking potential. But here's the core concern. Many players feel that the gameplay loop remains too familiar. Diablo 4 continues to follow the traditional ARPG model: grind dungeons, craft gears, chase builds, but the issue isn't just that it's repetitive. It's that it feels like the same cycle every season without a strong sense of progression or novelty. Basically, we're just repainting the same car over and over and over again. Even with the new mechanics layered on top, the structure beneath has not evolved very much, and this has led to a sense of seasonal fatigue among even long-term players like myself. So is Season 9 worth your time? If you're new or returning, there is definitely a lot more to explore than in the past seasons. The spellcrafting system is the most flexible yet, and the dungeon updates do improve the flow and reward frequency. However, if you've been playing consistently since launch, be aware that the mechanics have changed. The structure really hasn't. It's still a familiar grind, and whether that grind feels rewarding or repetitive depends on how much you enjoy theory crafting and pushing endgame tiers. As someone who has played Diablo since its launch, including several of the other Diablos and Diablo 4, it does really feel like Diablo 4 is just throwing on a fresh coat of paint and renaming different powers and calling them something new. And while that is a lot of fun sometimes, like the boss powers that we experienced in the last season, it does kind of get a bit repetitive and make you say like, why am I wasting my time on this? It is basically a reskin of what I did last season. But it is a fear of mine that the game is dying quite a bit, and I know that some others feel the same way. What's your take on Season 9? Are you crafting the perfect spell or skipping this one entirely? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like the video, then like the video. And if you like my content in general, then please subscribe to my channel, because it means the absolute world to me. And I will see you either in the next one or in Sanctuary. Bye!